From the Grant Rink out of Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass., this is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Today, it's the Governors Academy with a record of 1-12-1, visiting the Lawrence Academy Spartans with a record of 9-7-1 in NEPSAC and ISL action. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story alongside Zamir Primus, the best name of the game on camera. Governors has not won since their season-opening win on November 29th against Bridgton, and since then they have allowed 6 or more goals 8 times, including an 11-1 defeat at the hands of St. Sebastian's on Saturday. I'll be taking on a Lawrence Academy team that has responded from a 3-game losing streak with 2 in a row last week to get back above the 500 mark, sitting now at 9-7-1 and trying to make a push for a playoff berth. So Lawrence Academy will be going right to left in the navy blue jerseys with the red abdomen stripe, white numbers, and the Spartan logo on the front. And it'll be Governors going left to right in the white jerseys with the red letters, numbers, trim, and shorts. Starting goalies will be Ian Grafe for Lawrence Academy, the junior from Newfield, New Jersey, against the senior from South Hamilton, Mass., William Friend for Govs. And we are underway. And this will be dumped in from the red line by Jack Cameron. Hit around the end boards out to Tao Ishizuka, one of the captain for Governors, senior from Providence. Cameron makes a nice play from behind there along the near side boards, but it's chipped out of the LA zone. No icing, says the far side official. Back to play it is Moynihan. Outlet pass a little too strong, and this will be icing, an early icing call on the Spartans just 33 seconds into the game. Face off in the left wing circle of the LA zone. And after a little bit of a scramble, it comes back to the red line, and Ben Ginsberg of Govs. Dumping it in for the blue line is Alex Duncan, and that puck is covered up by Grafe. Face off in the right wing circle will be controlled by the Spartans. Outlet pass again a little too strong, and another icing call on the Spartans. Not able to connect with these passes here in the first minute of play are the Spartans. Left wing circle face off. Face off will be controlled by Governors, and another shot from the left wing circle, and this one is pinned by Grafe. What, 4 stoppages of play in the first minute, including 3 in the last 30 seconds of game time, about? Out to the red line there to play it is Bastian. Gets it ahead to John Riggins, but it's knocked back towards the red line. Right out of the zone is Braden Doyle on the left wing circle. Dumps it back to Bastian. Bastian tries to connect with Riggins. He does, but he loses it immediately, and Matt Farrell hits it around the end boards. Henry Norris can't get it out of the zone. It comes back. And on the near side, it's Carl Norton, but Governors goes D to Ginsberg. Back to the LA blue line, regrouping is Matt Connor. And again, the puck tumbles in on Grafe. He has been under duress here. Not like, not a whole lot of shots, but just 1 shot on goal thus far by Govs. And there's another stoppage by Grafe. We're going to be here forever at this rate. Right wing circle face off, and the backside official comes in and what he wanted as face-off is battled for and eventually won by the Spartans. Governor's not playing like a 1-12-1 team right now, but here come the Spartans. On the diagonal pass is a little behind Nick Kale, and back the other way comes Govs. Back to play it is Connor for LA, loses the handle, and again, Grafe has to cover up. Face off in the right wing circle. And again, the backside official comes in to throw a man out of the face-off circle for Govs. No icing this time. And the Spartans will try to set up their offense finally. Here's Neil Shea. Shot goes wide left. There to play it is Robbie from DeLorme for Govs. Has it taken away by Shea. Shea tries a tough angle shot and hits off the opposite side boards. Back the other way comes Brett Mochia for Govs. Gets squished at the blue line and Shea has it. Tries to reverse it out of the zone. And it's shoveled in by Tyler Young of LA. Garner Fontaine rode his man into the boards, and back to play in his own zone is Cameron. Cameron looking for an outlet. Goes to Young. Governor's here on the forecheck like they're on the penalty kill, forcing LA back in their own zone. Can't get a clean break. Here's Connor Sweeney. Tries to go in front, and breaking up the pass with Shane O'Leary for Governors. Comes back to the red line and Doyle. Down the slot, poked away, and able to clear it out is Alex Duncan. But Duncan only gets it as far as center as Ole Akermark will play it. Over to Alex Grade. Grade on the outlet. Only a blue jersey there waiting for it, and that's Riggins. No icing as Riggins got that in from inside the red line. Hit off the side boards, but waiting for it. Left wing circle, a shot! Loose puck! And a tough angle rebound there for Connor Sweeney, unsuccessful. But it will result in icing on Govs with 13:51 to go in the first period. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face off in the left wing circle of the Gov zone, and it'll be won by the Spartans, but getting pinned against the end boards as Ethan Zarek-Croak gets out to the left wing circle. There is Jesse Pierce, tries to get it in front, goes off a body, has to regroup. Swipes it, and Zarek-Croak is there to play it. Now getting back up from Doyle. And now is from DeLorme, turns it over. Now in the slot, the shot goes off a Governor's stick, out of the reach of Friend. And LA setting up, one-timer from the right point goes wide left. And it hops off the stick of Braden Doyle. LA has to tag up. Now can they get the offense going again? They do. Doyle gets it in to Kale. Kale misses wide left. Back to chase it down his own end is Jesse Pierce. No icing as that was an LA touch last. Governors gets a change. Connor under duress as he tries to set up below his own goal line. Again, great forecheck here early on by Governors. Slowing down the LA offense. Now here they come. On the far side, it's Shea. He tries to wrap around. A good poke check from behind there by Antoine Dufour. And comes outside the blue line. Back to regroup is Murphy Gilo. Around the end boards, Friend will play it behind his own net. Chopped out from the left point to the opposite corner. Back to play it for Govs is Duncan. And Duncan turned it over to Shea at the blue line. Shea keeps it in. More offensive zone time here for the Spartans. Shea tosses it off the side boards. Try to connect with Young or maybe even Fontaine, but comes all the way back to the LA zone, and back to play it is Gilo. Gilo around the end boards, tosses off the side boards to Shea. LA enters on the near side around the end boards. There to play it for Govs' acre mark. Back out to Gilo. Gilo can't connect with Shea. Connor. And they're forced back below their own goal line again. Off the opposite side boards, and it's a little too strong, and Ginsburg will reverse direction. I don't know if his teammates realized the puck was coming back to them. Akermark gets it out of the zone, but not far enough as LA re-enters from the right wing circle in deep to Riggins. Riggins hits it, tries to connect with his man out of the right point, but there to clear it is Henry Norris for Governors, and the Govs will get a change. There's Riggins, and he takes a shot and a save by Friend with 10:58 to go in the first period. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 a game. Also ask LSP about public address announcing or having us stream your next gaming tournament, concert, wedding, play, recital, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Big hit at the blue line, and Grafe is back to play it behind his own net. LA looking to break out. And now here's a one-on-one, but a good swipe from the side by Alex Grade prevents a breakaway opportunity for the Spartans. Now back the other way comes Trevor Demers. Demers is a freshman from East Hampton, Connecticut. Well, LA has figured out how to break the forecheck, and here they come. 2-on-2, but the pass is unable to connect with Broderick. Broderick keeps the play alive. Shot wide right in the slot from Jake Miller. Broderick saved by Friend, and unable to get the rebound was Miller. Comes out to center ice, and now all the way back to the LA zone. Back to regroup is Bavaro. Bavaro tossed it in before getting squeezed by Ishizuka. Now here's Dufour, one of two Canadians on the Govs roster. He's from Quebec City. The other we mentioned, Robbie from Delorme. He's from Richmond, British Columbia. Here's Xander Barnes. Turnover in the left wing circle, and let's see if the Spartans can get an outlet here. On the near side, it's Shea. Shea tries to connect in the slot, and Fontaine can't tip. Fontaine gets it back, however. Tries a shot from the top of the circle, blocked. Shot goes over the cage. There to glove it down is Fontaine. He's getting smushed against the boards by From Delorme, and it comes out to the LA zone. Approaching the halfway mark of the first period. No score between Governors and LA. Again, Governors winless in their last 13. 1-12-1 on the season. Here's Shea off a Governors skate, and back the other way come the Red Dogs. They may have a 3-on-1 here. Right wing to the slot. The kick saved by Grafe. Great save by Ian Grafe, but it looks like we have a penalty coming up on the Spartans. And I believe we have a hooking call, and that is going to be on Gunnar Fontaine. Penalty comes at 7:39 of the first period. Fontaine for hooking, and 2 minutes in the box. Govs on the power play, the first power play of the game for either side. Shot from the top of the slot, kick save Grafe. Setting up right wing circle, it's Ishizuka, tries to go in, saved by Grafe again. Traffic in front. And Grafe makes another terrific save. 7:55 to go in the first period, and a $1:34 left on the penalty. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Spartans have not yet gotten a clear on this power play. Now they do, but it's not all the way out. Comes back to Akermark. Nearly a turnover into Friend's own goal. Now the forecheck here by the Spartans. Good swipe there by Shea. He will steer back towards the red line, kill some time. Go back to Bavar, who goes tape to tape. And now the outlet. Shea taps it in from the blue line without going offside. Good forecheck here by Shea. Now Dufour. Dufour gets it past Bastian. And now on the opposite side, it's Mitchell McGinn. Around the end boards. Out to the left point. This is Akermark. Goes to the left wing. Walking in. It's McGinn giving up the pass. And a rebound opportunity at the right post was denied by Grafe. Comes all the way back to the Governor's end with 19 seconds left on the penalty. Let's see if Govs can get one last rush. Akermark. There's the forecheck by Gilo. 9 seconds. Left wing Ishizuka gets it in, and that's going to do it for the penalty. What looked like it was going to be a certain power play goal for Govs turns into a successful penalty kill for the Spartans, but this is icing on the Spartans with 6:16 to go in the first period. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. And once again, the backside official coming in to toss a Governor's player out of the face-off circle, and the Governor's goalie, Friend, has to chip the puck back to him. Face-off in the right wing circle is won by Govs. The shot is blocked. Good block there, staying his ground. Sweeney, now he's bearing in. He dangles, and a save by Friend. When you take a shot like that from the point, oftentimes you get buckled, but the pure adrenaline lets Sweeney get that chance. Unfortunately for him, a great save there by Friend. There's Henry Norris, gets pinned against the boards. It goes around the end boards. Back out to Sweeney. Nate Laliberti can't connect with that pass. Turnover to the Spartans. Trying to enter the zone here on the near side is Pierce, and we have a slashing penalty here on Governors. And now LA will get their first power play of the game. With 5:24 to go. In the first period. Face-off won by Govs and immediately slapped 200 feet by Ginsburg. Penalty was on Matt Farrell, 2 minutes for slashing. Spartans enter the zone again. There to play it is Dufour. Fontaine takes it away. And he tries to backhand out to the left point. He does. Back in deep to Young. He cycles. Young at the left wing. Straddling the line here is Bavaro. Goes to the right wing. Shea tries to get the tip with Fontaine. He can't connect. Back out to the left point. Good defense there, but they get it out to the right point, to the right wing circle. And Shea down low to Fontaine. Fontaine can't connect with his initial pass, so he regroups with the puck. Throws it off a Gov stick back out to Bavaro. Bavaro walking the line. Over to Young. And now Shea Good job by Govs denying the shooting and passing lanes, and eventually an unsuccessful attempt by Young to keep the puck in the zone will force them to tag up, and some fresh legs on the ice for LA. Tossed off the sideboards there by Doyle. Fontaine's been out there a while, so is Shea. There's Shea trying to wrap around. Now goes out to the right point and Cameron. Cameron opposite point to Doyle, back to Cameron. Cameron right wing at Shea, back to Doyle. He can't handle it. Keeps the puck in the zone, however. There's Shea, and Fontaine has the tip in. Fontaine with the goal at 14-16, I should say. It's a power play goal. The Spartans are up 1-0. Spartans were looking for that exact play, the entire power play, and they eventually got it, and now they're looking for more. Shot from the left wing circle, and a save there by Friend. Now another chance, and this one goes through the goal mouth off the stick of Sweeney. LA keeping possession, however. Cameron back down low to Sweeney. Sweeney gets pinned against the boards there to bail him out as Bastian. Now a 2-on-2 scrum along the near side boards. Bastian can't wrestle it free. No penalty here, as we've got Sweeney and Laliberti in a shinny, and now here comes Govs the other way, 2-on-2, but Bastian is coming back quickly to make it a 2-on-3, and they heard footsteps, and now here come the Spartans the other way. Lofted in right on Friend, and he will keep the play alive and drop it off for his teammate Akermark. Akermark on the diagonal to Norden, but swiped back towards the LA zone. Before trying to get it over the blue line, he cannot, but Govs has it, and it comes back to Dufour. 2:30 to go. Around the end boards, back to plate is Connor for LA. Only gets as far as the left point. And around the end boards, chasing it for LA's Gilo. Big hit against the glass there. Clean hit. And now here come the Spartans. Chipped in from just outside the blue line by Kale. He'll go off for a change. 2 minutes and change to go here in the first period. Good swipe there by Young to break it up, and now here comes Shea. Shea walking in, he scores! Well, it all started with just a simple swipe by Young to break up a pass, and it didn't look like it was going to be. It looked pretty innocent to start, but Shea just walked in. It wasn't completely uncontested. He just hammered it home through Friend, and it's 2-0 with under 2 minutes to play in the first period. So, less than 2 minutes later, and now we have a whistle, as Ishizuka almost went knee to knee with an LA player, but no penalty here. It's just a face-off in the neutral zone. LSP's next broadcast, by the way, is Saturday morning. Get your breakfast cereal, 9:25 a.m., live from TD Garden. It's the Wayland Warriors and the Weston Wildcats in MIAA girls basketball action as part of the annual Good Sports Invitational. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel. LA looking for more. This one whistles past Friend and off the glass. Shot there by Young. Now walking in, his number 9 counterpart from Delore. He can't connect. 1 minute to play here in the first period. Well, after being pinned back in their zone the first part of this first period, LA has been the aggressor since. 2 goals in the span of about a minute and a half. Late in the first period, after finally breaking through, after all those quality attempts. So we approach 30 seconds to play in the first period. Shot from outside the blue line by Fontaine goes over Friend and off the glass. There to regroup is Grade. Grade goes tape to tape over to Akermark. He connects on the left wing. The shot over Grafe's head by Ginsburg. 12 seconds to go in the period. And this is a hand pass on LA with 9.4 seconds to go. And so one last offensive setup here for Governor as they see if they can get on the board with a quick one before the first period horn. Face off in the right wing circle. And it'll be one by Governors, actually. Shot from the right point by Ginsburg, tumbles through everybody's legs. That'll do it for the first period, a period that looked like it was going to be Governors' time to shine, but LA breaking through late in the period with goals by Fontaine and Shea, less than 2 minutes apart. By the way, the LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD of any past LSP video broadcast or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the second period from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy with your score. The LA Spartans 2 and Governors nothing. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the second period of NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. with Zamir Primus, the best name in the game, on camera. LA with a 2-0 lead on Governors as we begin the second period. Goals in the first period by Gunnar Fontaine, assists by Neil Shea and Braden Doyle at 14-16 of the first, and then Shea unassisted, although I had Young with an assist on that goal at just a minute and 41 seconds later. Shots were even, 11-11 in the first period, which is strange considering how little offense Governors was able to muster after those first couple of minutes of the first period, where they put Grafe under duress and forced him to smother the puck like 4 times in the first 2 minutes or something like that. Anyway, here we go. LA going left to right in the navy blue, and Governors going right to left in white and red. Our first shot of the period deflects off of the goalie Friend on the attempt by Tyler Young. Shea forcing his man below the goal line and behind his net. Governors looking to clear out. Being tangled up there is Cameron at the red line. This gives Governors a chance to enter the zone 3-on-2, but Cameron back defensively. Pass in front into the slot intended for Robbie from Delorme. Unsuccessful, and back the other way come the Spartans, although that gets snuffed out quickly. On the near side, again trying to connect with From Delorme in the slot there was Ishizuka, the captain. Third opportunity, that gets snuffed out for Governors. And here's Young. Young tries to connect with Shea, is not icing, as Shea wins the race to the faceoff dots. Now one-timer in the slot, misses wide left by Bastian. Back to pick it up is Sweeney, fresh legs. Goes out to the point. This goes around the end boards. There to play it is Riggins. Riggins reverses direction. And now here comes Govs, but a good hip check slows that down. Doyle, backhanded back into the zone by Bavaro. Governors flips it in from outside the blue line. Grafe tries to paddle it down, passes on it. And now here come the Spartans 2-on-2 as one Govs defender takes a tumble. Walking in, the shot and the one-timer tip-in attempt for Riggins was unsuccessful as it went over a stick. Now another chance for Govs, but this goes wide right, well out of the reach of Grafe. This one shot on goal thus far this period, although we've had plenty of opportunity for shots towards the net. Riggins puts on the brakes. And now they connect with Bastian. Bastian blows a tire in the right wing circle, gets up quickly, but that breaks up the offensive opportunity for the Spartans. Governors trying to exit their own zone, being forced back at their blue line, but now here come the team formerly known as the Red Dogs. The shot saved by Grafe as he had to knock that one down. Another shot goes over the cage. Yeah, about the thing about the Red Dogs, you know, for the longest time, you know, Governors was informally known as the Red Dogs. Whenever I did a broadcast involving Governors, I call them the Governors Red Dogs, but informed by the athletic director today that they now just go by Governors Academy, and I respect those wishes. Shot from the right point, and another save by Grafe. Now entering the zone, doing a lot of steering is From Delorme, takes a shot at the top of the slot from the blue line. Another save by Grafe. 3 shots by Govs in this little sequence here, but that hops off the stick of Laliberti, and he has to go back and play it. There's driftwood on the ice. I don't know whose stick that is. Here's From Delorme. Stopping at the blue line, gives it to Ishizuka. Ishizuka tried to steer to the slot, gets hip checked there by Matt Connor of LA. And we have a whistle, and it's going to be a face-off in the right wing circle. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Back the other way, off the face-off. Here comes Governors on a 2-on-3, and Grafe flips this one out of the air. Shot count continues to climb for Govs, but Grafe has stood tall thus far. Stopped all 15 he's faced thus far. Face off in the left wing circle will be Fontaine against Shane O'Leary. Linesman looks Governor's player out of the face-off circle. This will be controlled by Griff Delaney, junior from Ashby, Mass. That hops off the stick of O'Leary, tries to center it in front, nobody home, and Fontaine has it, connects on the diagonal with Young. Young up the near side boards, tries to do some steering, tries to get it back. There to back him up is Delaney, and it goes around the end boards. Governor's in possession right now. Flicked along by Akermark. And now chasing it down is Farrell. Back to Delaney. Delaney waits. Goes to the right wing, Shea. And it looks like we have a penalty here as the net comes off its moorings, and we're going to have interference on Govs. Are we? I'm trying to figure out what... So what's going on? Yeah, they're bringing the face-off back to the LA zone. I thought there was a penalty, but I thought they signaled interference on Govs, but... Oh, it's a penalty shot, excuse me. Okay, I missed that one. Here comes Fontaine, and a save by Friend. I missed the penalty shot signal. I thought it was the interference call. But Friend makes the stop. My apologies, folks. The face-off in the right wing circle. I feel dumb. So Fontaine unsuccessful on the penalty shot, and it remains a 2-0 game with 13:09 left in the second period. Face-off will be won by Govs. Around the end boards, waiting for it is Farrell. Barreled into. There's Bastian. Hopping aside from the check as Doyle comes out to center ice. Ginsburg settles it down. Goes in deep around the end boards. Bastian gets smothered. Outlet by Bavaro. Up to Sweeney. Sweeney on the left wing. Tries to dump it back for Bavaro. Sweeney in Gretzky's office. And now it's chipped out. And now maybe a one-on-one here for Govs. Here, old dangle here, but a good stand up there by Doyle to deny Trevor Demers from getting in one-on-one with Grafe. Good steer there by Bavaro. Right wing, a shot and a save by Friend. Pops high in the air. Comes back down. Here comes Governors on the near side, broken up. Hammered in from center ice by Pierce. The pass and a shot from the right wing circle by Moynihan is saved by Friend with 11:34 to go in the second period. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about public address announcing or having us Stream your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off is won by Govs. Back to plate is Dufour, and he cannot connect on the outlet pass, and this will be icing on Govs with 11:23 to go in the second period. Face off in the left wing circle of the Govs zone. And after some deliberation, it'll be Govs possession. Battle against the near side boards. Shoveling it in from the blue line is Pierce. Around the end boards kept in by Ethan Zarek Croak, but it hops out of the zone, comes back. LA tags up. Waiting for it is Ginsburg. Ginsburg up the near side. Connects with Ishizuka. Ishizuka steering into the slot. Drop pass. Shot from the right wing circle. Goes off a couple of bodies, and tumbling is Brett Mochia. And Govs has to regroup at their own blue line, being forced back into their own zone. Now on the outlet to Mochia. Turned over. Here's Cameron. Cameron puts on the brakes. Referee being used as a shield here, mostly by Governors. He has to hop, sit on the ledge of the Govs bench. Back to play it is Fontaine, and now here's Shea. Shea connects on the near side to Young, but it comes back to the LA zone. Waiting for it, there's Moynihan. Moynihan reverses direction to Cameron. Cameron off the side boards, having a hard time connecting with Young. Govs in possession. Good steering there by Mitchell McGinn. But here's Shea. Shea, far side. Tries to connect to the slot. Unable to handle it there is Fontaine. Back the other way on a 1-on-3. Well, if you want a 1-on-3, that's the kind of guy you want there. Alex Duncan, he's a hoss. And we have a hand pass ruled against the Spartans. And that'll be a face-off in the LA zone with 9:41 to go in the second period. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school? Log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Face off in the right wing circle, it'll be Fontaine against Farrell, and the face off will be won by the Spartans. They're playing as Gilo. Gilo, long diagonal out of the zone. Young. There's a wall to get through. Chips it in from the blue line. Now back to Shea. Shea drops it off for Connor. Connor walking into the slot, tries to get through traffic, and a kick saved by Friend. Now Govs trying to get the outlet. Connor knocks it back towards the Govs zone. LA going for a change here. On the near side from Delorme. But he turns it quickly back over to Riggins of LA. Behind his own net, it's Friend. Has to get back in net quickly because the Spartans have it. Backhand, trying to go in deep for Sweeney. Unsuccessful connection there. Spinorama here trying to backhand it in by Norden. I don't know if you want Spinorama 100 feet from the goal. Kicked down by Riggins, but Governors gets it back, but Riggins gets it back himself. Bastian trying to wrestle free. Stood up at the blue line by a couple of Gov sticks, eventually forces his way in, onside. The rest of the LA changes. There's Sweeney. And Friend sprawls to cover, and a little extracurricular in the slot after the whistle. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, and Snapchat LSP Media. Faceoff comes all the way back to the LA zone under duress. There's Bavaro getting harangued there by O'Leary. And now Doyle tries to bring it out of the zone, up the far boards. Connects with Miller. Miller bearing in with a backhand. And Friend makes the save. Another chance in front is broken up, but it comes out to the point, but it hops off Bavaro's stick. Bavaro winding all the way back and will come the other 200 feet. Goes to the right wing. The shot blocked in front. Attempt there by Kale. Comes all the way back to the LA zone. Doyle turned it over, but he gets it right back. A chance in front there for Miller, but he couldn't get enough wood on it. And it comes out of the LA zone. Doyle steers away from his man. Now it is on the right side, no offside, tries to center it. Shea gets forced back. Takes a tumble, no call there for sure. Shea delivers the hit. Now Fontaine back on the ice, tries to get it through traffic, goes off a couple of bodies. Gov stays onside, and Shizuka, the save by Grafe. With 6:27 to go in the second period. LSP's next broadcast is Saturday morning at 9:25 a.m. Get your Saturday morning cartoons out of the way. Get yourself a cup of coffee, some cereal, some toast, whatever, and watch the Wayland Warriors and the Weston Wildcats do battle live from TD Garden in Boston as part of the Good Sports Invitational. Girls basketball action. Saved by Friend, loose puck, and here comes Ishizuka trying to get past Cameron. Off the side of the cage, Cameron needs some help here. Fontaine didn't provide much. Now, bouncing off his man there is Norris, gets it back in deep to Ishizuka. Ishizuka trying to wrap around, but good defense there by Young. Correction, that is Moynihan. And Moynihan gets it as far as the Gov's blue line on the diagonal. No offside here as this is backhanded in on Grafe. A loose puck as it got by him, and it's swept to safety. And now we have a whistle. Looks like we're going to have a Gov's LA penalty, and it's going to be a hooking call. And it's on Fontaine. That's the second time he's been called for hooking this game. By the way, about the Wayland Weston basketball game, you can watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live and stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at localsportsproductions.com/store. So LA on the penalty kill for the second time this game. So far doing a good job. Kill off the first 20 seconds or so. A forecheck here by Bastian. And is chipped in from outside the blue line. Near side boards. Bastian gets it out of the zone. He wanted to connect with Sweeney, who could carry it a little further, but unsuccessful, but it does force them back. And now maybe a shorthanded chance here for the Spartans. Setting up is Doyle. Goes around the end boards. Waiting for it is Sweeney. Sweeney and his man collide. They're both okay. Now here comes Govs up the far side. Putting on the brakes is Dufour. Dufour walking the blue line, under a minute left on the penalty. And under 4.5 left in the period. Out to the left point, this is Akermark. Pass blocked there by Bavaro, and it overshoots Norris. And it comes all the way around the end boards back to the Gov zone as we approach 30 seconds left on the penalty and 4 minutes left in the period. Shot and a save by Grafe, and he smothers to cover the rebound off the hard shot by Alex Duncan. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD of any past LSP video broadcast or any one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. 3 seconds left on the penalty. It's another successful penalty kill for the Spartans. Fontaine coming in as that last shot was tipped wide. And now Cameron, left side, Young, bearing in, he shoots! And that's ripped out of the air by Friend, and some more extracurricular after the play as Cameron gets physical, and the Govs players getting physical right back. .3:18 to go in the second period, and actually Cameron's going to the box, but so is Brett Mochia, so this is going to be a 4-on-4, I believe. These were not matching minors. Well, shouldn't it be 5-on-5? I thought those were matching minors, yeah. Okay, so it is a 4-on-4 situation. I'll get the penalties in a little bit. Get them at intermission. Grafe back to play it. Shea picks it up. So non-matching minors to Cameron of LA and Mochia of Governors. Under 3 minutes to play. Looked like things were going to snowball in favor of LA the way that first period ended, but Governors holding the Spartans off the scoreboard so far in the second. Face-off won by Govs. They've been doing a good job in the face-off circle. In the slot, taken away by Shea with some help from Connor. Now a shot from the right wing circle and a save by Friend. 8 shots in the period for LA compared to 6 for Govs. Fontaine runs his man into the boards. And here's Connor. Connor tries to connect with Fontaine, has a hard time just to backhand it. Goes wide right. He had a wide open right post, but he didn't have a good angle. It's also trying to do behind the back there. Fontaine relentless, gets through traffic. Friend somehow stops that one from going in and gets it to safety. This comes in on Grafe. He kicks it aside as we're under 2 minutes to play. Now a chance on the breakaway. Young, but the Govs defense gets back in time. Doyle being ridden into the boards here by Grade. And it hops all the way out to the LA zone. No icing as here it comes. A save by Grafe on the attempt by Mitchell McGinn. Now back the other way come the Spartans. Tossed in from the blue line by Bavaro. Spartans held off the scoreboard this period. Bavaro has the puck stripped, and it's flipped out, but Bavaro keeps it in the zone. Tries to go to the left wing and Young. Penalties are up. Under a minute to play. Bavaro tries to redirect it off some bodies in front. Loose puck. They score! It's Tyler Young. That started with Drew Bavaro being relentless, not giving up on the play, knocking down the puck, getting it into a high traffic area in front of the net, and eventually there was a wide open left post. for Tyler Young, and it's 3-0 LA. Off the face-off, a bomb from outside the blue line, and a save by Grafe. Shots are 10-8 LA here in the second period. 3-0 Spartans, 45.3 seconds left in the second. Face-off in the right wing circle will be won by the Spartans. Here's Shea, a little too strong there for John Riggins. Comes around the end boards. Flipped out to the blue line, kept in, however, at the blue line by Cameron. Walks in the left wing circle. It misses wide left, comes around the end boards. Waiting for it is Moynihan. He gets smushed. Now, chance at the doorstep, goes off the side of the cage. Good job by Riggins keeping the play alive. 15 seconds left of the period. Out to the point, Moynihan goes in deep. Now trying to get in front, nobody home. Gov's trying to clear. They cannot, and Friend has to make another save. With 5.1 seconds left. 3-0 Govs. 3-0 LA, I should say. LA tried to win its third consecutive game and go to 10-7-1 on the season. Governors trying to snap a 13-game winless streak. They have not won again since their season opener against Bridgton, and they lost to St. Sebastian's 11-1 last Saturday. From Delorme tossed out of the face-off circle. 5.1 left. Can't connect with Cameron, and that'll about do it for the second period. Looked like Governors was going to hold LA off the scoreboard that period, and they were playing excellent defense, but again, that last-minute high-traffic situation resulted in the goal for Tyler Young, the sophomore from Lancaster, Mass. at 17:07 of the second period. Shots were 11-8 in favor of the Spartans for a game total of 22-19 on the game, also in favor of the Spartans. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the third period from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. With your score, the LA Spartans 3 and Governors nothing. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the third period of NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass., where the LA Spartans have a 3-0 lead on Governors. Only one goal scored in that second period. Came at 17:07 by Tyler Young, and that was set up mostly by Drew Bavaro's excellent play. Neil Shea has a goal and assist, but he's the only player with multiple points for the Spartans as we get the third and final period underway. Governors looking to avoid going to 1-13-1 as that is tipped aside by the Govs goalie Friend, who's made some fantastic saves tonight. Both goalies have made some fantastic saves, but the difference is that Ian Grafe, the LA goalie, has stopped all 19 shots he's faced. Meanwhile, Friend has stopped 19 of the 22, but again, Governors hasn't gotten anything going offensively. And remember, they got lambasted 11-1 by St. Sebastian's on Saturday. Shot from the left wing point, it goes off the end boards, and it looks like the net is off its mooring. Or did it go out of play? Well, the face-off is going to come into the neutral zone either way. Face-off is won by the Red Dogs. Shot saved by Grafe. Play goes into the near right corner. Taped a big pass, a little too strong there for Doyle around the end boards. Spartans looking for an outlet, but it'll be back into the Gov zone where Grade will play it around the end boards under the forecheck of Sweeney. Grade, toss it off the sideboards, and play was offside, I believe. So that'll put a stop to play, 16:01 to go in the third period. Face off in the neutral zone outside the Gov zone. And this face-off will be won by the Spartans. Taking a couple hits going in deep is Miller. Tries to get it out in front, unable to connect there with Colangelo. Off the sideboards and in deep. There to play it for Govs is Dufour, hits it around the end boards. They get it out. Gloving it down is from Delorme. Delorme does some steering. Now sets up for a shot for the right wing circle, and another save by Grafe. 20 for 20 thus far is the junior. Right wing circle face-off will be won by the Spartans, but comes around the end boards, and now maybe an outlet pass, but a little too strong. Shea gets it, however, but he doesn't have it for long, as hit around the end boards by Farrell. Now it kicked down in the slot, now to the near corner, it's Young. Young has it, tries to center it in front, and keeping the play alive here is Fontaine. Fontaine backhands out to the left point. Going for the one-timer, a little too strong on the pass. And now here comes Govs. Ishizuka in the left wing circle. Gets sealed off the puck. Puck goes below the goal line, and we have a whistle. And we have a player face down on the ice. Slow to get up. That is Farrell, but doesn't take terribly long to get up. He's on a knee, but He'll skate off under his own power, and we'll have a penalty on Griffin Delaney. Third power play of the game for Governors. Let's see if they can capitalize and get on the scoreboard. Face-off, however, goes 200 feet. All the way back to the senior, William Friend. Ginsburg. Left wing, it's Ishizuka, hits it around the end boards. And now Gov setting up. Ishizuka reverses direction again. Below the goal line, out to the left point. This is Mochia. Goes to the left wing. Now the right wing, having a little trouble handling the pass there is Ginsburg. Comes back to Ginsburg. Ginsburg throws it to the right wing. They try to go below the goal line with Ishizuka, but he can't connect with the pass. Ginsburg gloves it down and shoots wide left. Waiting for it is Alex Duncan. Duncan goes around the end boards, tries to steer. Ginsburg's waiting for it. Instead, they go below the goal line for Ishizuka. 54 seconds left on the power play. Now Ishizuka walking in. Has an opening, but they couldn't get it to him in time as he gave up the puck. And if they got got it back to him in time, they would have had a goal there. Grace makes another save. It comes 200 feet to Friend. 30 seconds left on the power play. Around the end boards as we'll come out to the neutral zone. 12 seconds left on the power play. Forecheck here by Bavaro. Turnover. Here's Fontaine walking in, and a save by Friend on the shorty. 2 seconds and 1. Penalty time is up. Back the other way comes Gov. This is from Delorme. One time from the left post, goes wide left. Another shot from the left point by Akermark misses, and they try to connect. No icing, and Friend will cover up. As bearing in on him was Young. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off in the left wing circle of the Gov zone. And this face-off will be won by the Spartans as chasing it down below the goal line is Kale. Comes out to the right point. D-to-D pass. Now going in deep for Kale. Tries to give it up to Miller. Miller being relentless here below the goal line. Goes out to the top of the slot, but the pass hops off the stick of Bavaro, and he'll have to regroup at his own blue line. Outlet redirected in from center by Miller. Now it's Brown. Here come the Spartans, toss off the sideboards to Miller. Miller won't have much of a play here. He goes off for a change. Here's Ginsburg. Slow down at the blue line there, and the Spartans regroup at their own blue line. Shot from the left wing, redirected in front. Another chance, misses wide left. This one goes wide right. There to chase it down is Riggins. They go out to the left point, but this hops off the stick of Connor. Back to the LA zone. And a whistle. And the faceoff will come to the neutral zone. 10:52 to go in the third period. Aliberti connects with O'Leary, who hammers it in deep. Back to play behind his own goal is Grafe. After the point acre mark, takes a shot, misses. Everything goes off the boards. Good shove there by Gilo to get the puck back for LA. Gets ahead to Sweeney. And now the Spartans coming in. Here's Riggins, and a save again by Friend with 10:10 to go in the third period. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about public address announcing or having a stream your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, play, recital, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. But through the legs pass there by Fontaine, doesn't connect with anybody, and back the other way comes Govs, getting through the wall is Ishizuka. He chases it down below the goal line, but turns it over on the diagonal, knocked down by Shea. A little too strong there, and the first to reach it was Governor's Ginsburg. Now here's Ginsburg. Goes off the sidewall, but Shea gets it back. Goes to the right wing. The shot wide right. Now here comes Mochia. Mochia on the diagonal to Ishizuka. Ishizuka tries to connect in the slot, taken away, however, by Young. Young's got one. He wants another. Now he gives it up. Fontaine! He scores! I believe that went off the skate of Dufour, and then it trickled through past Friend, and it's 4-0. Fontaine had to go through a few layers to get that one, but he'll take it. Fontaine with his second of the game, and it's 4-0. No icing, as there to play it is Duncan for Govs. He gets harassed from behind. Duncan tries to chase it down on the near right corner. Comes out to the neutral zone. Fanning on the re-entry there is Grade, and now the play is offside with 8:55 to go. So Gunnar Fontaine's goal comes at 8:42 of the third period, as we have 8:55 left now in the third. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Nice hit in the blue line in front of the LA bench there by Ethan Zarek-Croak. Governors still keeping the offensive pressure on. You know, for a 1-12-1 team, it was 8.5 away from being 1-13-1, and again, haven't won since opening night. You know, the least you can ask for is effort, hustle, not giving up on the play. Don't hang your heads. Governors isn't giving up. They're still playing. You know, they were a minute away in the second period from going into the locker room at the intermission. Still only down 2-0, and they could have really thought, hey, we can make a game of this. We can win this against a very good LA team. Here's a turnover in front of an empty net, but Fontaine can't capitalize. As getting ridden into the boards there by a couple of Govs players is Sweeney. He keeps this cool and gets back on his feet. Tapped in from outside the blue line by From Delorme. But yeah, Governors was a minute away from keeping it 2-0 at the second intermission, but unfortunately that late goal by Young made things a lot more comfortable for the Spartans, and now another goal here by Fontaine, his second of the game. About halfway through the third period may seal it for the Spartans. Chipped in from just inside the red line by Cameron. There's Fontaine again, he's got two. Pass is a little too strong for Sweeney. Backing up is Dufour. Not the far sideline, it's far side boards rather, it's Ishizuka. Around the end boards. Back to the Spartans, but trying to keep it into the blue line is Govs, but they cannot. This is Connor. Connor walking through 3 defenders, but gets poked away by Laliberti. Back the other way, and this will be icing, as winning the race to the face-off dots is Murphy Gilo. 6:37 to go in the 3rd period. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. LSP37. Subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel and follow LSP on Snapchat, LSP Media. Here's Acremark. Gets past Shea. Tries to connect with O'Leary, but back the other way come the Spartans. There's Fontaine. Gives it up to Young. Kept in at the blue line. Nice backhand swipe there by Gilo, but Govs gets it out of the zone anyway. Big hit along the end boards. No penalty here. And now here's Shea up the near side. And there's the zone onside with Fontaine. Goes to the right wing. Young tries to connect with Fontaine. Couldn't get the tip. He's facing the other way. Now goes for the one-timer at the top of the slide and misses wide left on the attempt by Bavaro. And this will not be icing. Governor's able to get a change here. Bavaro. Nice move there, but a turnover shot. How did that not go in? Graves made the save. I thought that went bar down and in. But Graves somehow stopped that 1-on-0 attempt by Robbie from Delorme. And now we have a whistle. And I think it's going to be... Oh, do we have an... Is this a penalty? Or is this a misconduct or just a penalty here on Henry Norris? I didn't catch the play. It was back in the neutral zone, and I was focusing on the play back in the LA end. I think they're deliberating whether this is a misconduct. I'm going to pull up the replay buffer and see if I can get what I missed, but... while we take a look at so while I wait for the replay, this is actually a 5-minute major here on Norris. Yeah, so the play was out of our camera's view and out of my view when it happened. Not faulting Zamir or anything. We were focusing on the play down at the end, and we don't have a multi-camera setup here, alas, but didn't catch what it was. It's a 5-minute major. Did you guys catch what it was? Did you catch what the major was for? Head contact. Asking the Governor's videographers what they saw. One-timer from the right wing circle. And ripping it home is Connor Sweeney, and it's 5-0. And again, this is a major, so that doesn't end the power play. And the Spartans are going to be on the power play for basically the rest of the game. So LA up 5-0 now. That should definitely do it in terms of will they win? The question now is by how much? I'm sure Fontaine wants a Hattie. Drop pass to Shea. He gets smushed as that pass lofts up into the air. Across the blue line. Unable to handle the pass as Doyle, it comes out. Over to Riggins. Back rushing Bavaro. Back to Doyle at the blue line, keeps it in. Now gets it in deep for Shea. Fontaine chasing. It goes back over to Shea. Back to Fontaine. Wrapping around. You know he wants a Hattie. We have a penalty here. And there's going to be a hold on Neil Shea, I believe. So that wipes out 2 minutes of the major power play. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. And that'll be 5-on-4 again in favor of LA for $1.33. So LA figures to win its third in a row and get to double-digit wins, 10-7-1. This is icing, as it was even strength. And Governors looks like they're going to be winless for the 14th consecutive game and fall to 1-13-1. LSP's next broadcast is Saturday morning. Forget the cartoons. Get yourself a bowl of cereal and watch the Weston Wildcats of the Wayland Warriors in girls basketball action live from TD Garden at 9:25 a.m. Saturday morning as part of the Good Sports Invitational. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live and stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel as Grafe makes another save. With 1:34 left on the penalty to Shea. Grafe still out there. Why not? See if he can get the shutout. If this score holds, it would be LA's second shutout win of the season, as this whistles wide right, and coming out of his net to smother it is Friend with 1:06 left on Shea's penalty, 2:38 left on the Govs major, and 2:53 left in the game. That shutout was against Proctor in the Lawrence Groton Holiday Tournament over Christmas break, which was also a 5-0 score. This is icing as it went off the hand of a Govs player. 2:41 to go. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD of any past LSP video broadcast or any one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. And the play is offside. So all of a sudden the whistles are coming out. Face-off outside the LA zone will be controlled by the Spartans, and playing it back towards zone end is Gilo. Sits on it. Under pressure from Ishizuka. Good forecheck by Ishizuka. Keeps the play alive for Govs. Referee had his hand up to signal maybe a hand pass, but it was waved off. Ishizuka turns it over. Back the other way come the Spartans. 18 seconds left on the Shea penalty. Fanning on the pass there is Kale. Tries to get out to the point for a one-timer bomb that stays in play after the save by Friend. Penalty time is up on Shea. It's now a minute and a half of 5-on-4 again for the Spartans. So we're under 2 minutes to go in the game. This is Dufour. Now shot from the top of the slot and another save by Grafe. Grafe has stopped 23 of 23 shots thus far. An offensive zone face-off on the penalty kill for Govs. And it's won by Govs. Back to Laliberti at the left point. Tries to get it in deep. Govs offense trying to set up something, but now here come the Spartans. Cameron gets ridden into the boards. He gets into a little bit of a tussle and is hit back towards the LA zone. No icing this time, so we're under a minute to play on the penalty. Bavara. Next with Nate Althoff, who's on the ice for the first time. Sweeney. Sweeney again at the left wing circle. Takes the shot, tries to redirect it off of Evan Burke. He gets hammered. Sweeney goes into Burke, and it's poked away at the last minute by Friend. Sweeney, walk his own blue line as we're under 30 seconds to play in the game. Doesn't look like Fontaine's going to get his hattie. Riggins goes to Bavaro. Turnover, but Duncan can't get much of a breakaway here. Penalty time is up, and the game time is almost up. Hammered in from outside the blue line just for good measure. Another save by Ian Grafe. He and Gunnar Fontaine are our co-players of the game. Grafe with a 24-save shutout, and Fontaine with what was eventually the game-winning goal, the only goal LA needed at 14:16 of the first period. Also got another one at 8:42 of this third period. Shea also had a goal. So did Tyler Young and Connor Sweeney. William Friend had a busy night, allowed 5 goals, but did make 25 saves. So with the win, LA improves to 10-7-1. It's their 3rd straight win. And with the loss, Govs falls to 1-13-1. So with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student athletes. Copyright 2018, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP has been brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. LSP's next broadcast is Saturday morning at 9:25 a.m. when the Wayland Warriors and the Weston Wildcats face off in MIAA girls basketball action live from TD Garden in Boston as part of the annual Good Sports Invitational. Watch the action live at localsportsproductions.com/live and stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the local sports productions store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. It is Lawrence Academy Spartans 5 and Governor's Academy nothing. For Zamir Primus on camera, the best name of the game. My name is Sam Feely, reminding you, freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.